Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening, or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share, and play. Hello everyone. Ephemera is hosted by Luise Heinzl and also by Barbara over at 49 Dragonflies. And our Boxing Day prompt is Collaged postcard and curiosity shop. I had a lot of ideas for this one, but not a lot of motivation. So I tried to get away with something simple by just cutting out some pictures from different postcards and collaging them. And I thought that would be simple, but it ended up not being very simple. Look, there you can see I've put some gesso over the back of a postcard that I'm using. Here I'm trying to cut the bottom postcard picture that I'm going to put with the top picture. I wanted them to be different so that, you wouldn't see a building in front of a sunset that's also in front of a snow mountain with a blue sky. I wanted it to be that really cool, different stuff. Didn't quite work out how I wanted it, but look, I'm running with it anyway so that you can see what goes wrong as well as what goes right. So there you are. I put a sunset on the bottom, and then I just trimmed it to size with the postcard that I decided I was using. Now, the postcard that I'm putting it on top of is a Vienna postcard. So I thought, that was very good for Ephemera. I think Barbara still lives in Vienna. I think I've got that right. I'm not very good on my geography. And anyway, then there you are, sticking the sunset down. On top of that, sticking a snow-capped mountain. And look, I haven't worked it out yet. I cut out some buildings and I've stuck them upside down on the page. So in some ways that kind of is even more quirky, right? But officially it's a collage postcard because I stuck postcard bits on a postcard. So it's not just a collage postcard, it's collage postcards, plural. There you go. Rounding the corners, trimmed off the edges once I had it under weight so that it would all stick properly. And I just looked at it and I just didn't like it. So I inked around the edges on the back. And as I said, this is Vienna in Austria, which is quite nice, that postcard that I stuck it on top of, using some gel matte medium. And I'm spreading a thin layer over the whole postcard, because what I'm doing to fix it, inverted commas, is putting a serviette on top. That's a paper napkin for those of you overseas. And then gently brushing over that with the gel matte medium again. Couldn't be bothered waiting, so using my hairdryer, and then I pop that aside to dry fully. So then on the left-hand side, I had these little sewn boxes. So I cut out some pieces of stiff card, and then I put on top of them all of these little pictures, and to me it looks like little windows in a curiosity shop. All sorts of little curious things that you might find in a curiosity shop. Little pieces of pictures and little potions and like a balloon, just random little things, part of a clock. That is how I think I'm getting away with Curiosity Shop. I had lots of ideas for that, but I didn't have a lot of stuff that was going with the idea and making it from scratch. It just didn't seem like a Boxing Day event, even though I did do this prior. But there you are. So stuck all those little pictures onto those little cards, and then I decided I'd make a slightly different kind of pocket. Again, something that you might find in a curiosity shop. So I stuck those letters down onto this card, and that's actually out of my, it's a little digi-kit that I'll pop up soon on my coffee just cheaply with some little journal cards that are a little bit steampunkish because, I made them, so I thought I may as well share them. And there we are. It's a little bit of an odd pocket, so I ran that through the sewing machine as well and just popped it in by gluing two sides of it. Now with the Curiosity Shop, I decided that I would stick each of these down individually so that they flipped up or flipped to the side or flipped down to the bottom, so that they flipped all different ways and they could all be journaling spots. So I did intend to put little hidden things inside them, but then I thought, always great to have more journaling space. So I'm just using masking tape to do that. So the top left one there, I stuck it down with masking tape, both sides, just so that it is nice and stable and you don't get any stickiness. But I stuck the top left down on the top edge, and then this one here, I'm sticking it down on the bottom edge, and I'll just go through, and each of them will be on different edges. So as I said, that's my thinking with the Curiosity Shop. They kind of look like windows. Like if you squinted your eyes a bit, they could be windows. You know, I'm not really sure. And I guess this is all very curious because none of it is actually a thing. It's all a bit abstract, a bit left of centre like me, and it's really just playing. And that's what it's all about, I think, is playing with paper. I'm always very appreciative of December at this time of year because it's lovely to have something that isn't focusing on the Christmassy side of Christmas, that's just about the creativity, a pretty wonderful community. I've been loving the song and hearing that in Barbara and Luise's journals. I've commented less and less as the month has progressed because time has gotten away from me more and more and more. But yeah, please everyone keep using that hashtag. It's so wonderful for all of us to go in and see how different people have interpreted all of the different prompts. There have been so many amazing ideas out there. And, you know, to me, that's really what December is all about. It's just about playing, about doing something that might not make sense, but is just enjoying the process of creating. And in my haste, I had to do a bit more gesso on the corners because I ripped off a bit too much tissue. But there you are. There's all the little windows that open up. Aren't they curious for Curiosity Shop? Get it? Curious? So all ready to fill with lovely journaling. And then there's the collage postcard there as well. So take care, everyone. I'll see you hopefully next week. I'd love it if you could leave me a comment below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy.